Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Braxus Photography Fun. Well, today we're continuing my series of travel videos. Last week we showed the Burns Ranch house in Delta, BC, and on that same day we also went from there to Fort Langley. Now, Fort Langley is one of the old forts that's been around for well over 100 something years, I think. And it's one of the few places you can still visit and see still standing as it was 100 years ago. And yeah, it's been many years since I've actually been to Fort Langley, and I wanted to check it out again and see what kind of picture opportunities I could get there. This trip I also brought along my friend Craig, my high school friend, and yeah, we had a pretty good day out of it. Between the two stops that we did during that day. From that point on, we also went to the Little Red House, which is on 152nd Street in Langley. And it's an old abandoned house that's way out in the middle of a very large field. And this field they actually use for planting grass or turf, I guess you could call it. And you know, when we went that particular day, they had stripped the grass off the ground and it was just bare dirt that particular day. I was hoping to get some grassy shots with the little house, but unfortunately the timing of the year just wasn't good for that. I'll have to go back to the Little Red House when they actually have grass on the ground again and try and get some more pictures. But I still like what I ended up with for that. And it was a really good day. Another thing we did while we were in Fort Langley's got a lot of old style shopping buildings in the area. And we went for some dinner that particular time. And yeah, really good day. So anyway, check everything out and see how our day in Fort Langley went. And since I didn't have these pictures available when I did my previous video of the Burns Ranch, let's show a few pictures that I shot on Gold 200 and 120 in color, of course, of the Burns Ranch house. And then we're going to go right into the Fort Langley pictures that we took for the day. Now that we've seen a few pics from the Burns Ranch from my previous video from the last week, let's go on now to the pictures and video clips of our day in Fort Langley and the surrounding area. Greg!
Hello.
Hey, all right,
let's ready to go?
Yeah, let's go.
I'll get my stuff.
that we've seen Fort Langley itself, let's go to the little red house over on 152nd Street in Langley area. There's Craig sporting his hat that he's thinking of getting. Yeah, it looks all right.
I can fit something smaller, and some hats I can fit something larger. Here's the large. Yeah, that feels way more comfortable.
Ready?
Yeah, it's going. Oh,
Skipper! Skipper! Here we are, Mr. Thurston Howell III. What do you think, eh?
Yeah, throw me the whip, I'll throw you the idol.
Well, ready to chow down. Even got my shake. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little trip that we did to Fort Langley, to the fort itself, to 152nd Street and the Little Red House, and also just wandering around Fort Langley itself, seeing some of the shops and the restaurant that we went to. So anyway, continuing next week in my travel series. This was all trips that we did in the middle of July, so many months ago. And I wanted to show sort of what we did during that week. The next week we're going to be going to the Fraser Canyon, and that's a day where we did a day trip through the Fraser Canyon and also went up to Kamloops and back down to our hometown again. But as I say, I'm going to be breaking the Fraser Canyon one up into a few videos. So we're just going to be going to the little bridge that's in the Fraser Canyon, and we'll check that out next week. So give me a thumbs up if you like, and give me a comment in the comment section below, and thank you for watching. Well, thank you for watching, and aye and goodbye. Eh?